Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to everyone. Before we start our movie review discussion, we would like to introduce ourselves. Before that, we are Lex Movie Review from Group 19. And my name is Muhammad Amis Sabrin B. Zamri. My metric number is 191827. And next.
My name is Muhammad Fadil Arif bin Baharudin. My matrix number is 192544. I'm from Bachelor of Agricultural Science. Next.
Okay, my name is Aksal Hafiz Syahri. My matrix number is 209207. Next.
My name is... Okay, you first.
My matric number is 200445.
My name is Li Tianya. My matric number is 209007.
My name is Liu Hangyu. My matric number is 205002.
My name is Yanxin. My matric number is 195767.
My name is Liuda. My matric number is 21623.
My name is Wang Yan. My matric number is 205140. Okay.
My name is He Qianan and my matric number is 209155.
Okay, next person. Introduce yourself.
Yanzin Liu Hangyu.
My name is Liu Hangyu. My matric number is 205002.
Okay, next. Next person.
Yanzin.
Yanzi.
My name is Yanxin. My matric number is 195767.
And next.
Already done.
Done. Okay. First of all, for the latest our discussion about the movie that we choose the Titanic movie. Is it right? It's about romance genre. So we know that Titanic's movie is directed by James Cameron, that starring by handsome hero Leonardo DiCaprio and the beautiful heroine Kate Winslet. So I would like to ask you a question. Have all of you watched the movie before? So I open the question to everyone. So who can answer the question? Thank you.
I have watched the movie just before and after the discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, I've already watched the movie.
So in general, do you enjoy the movie, Fadil Arif?
Yeah, in general, I enjoyed the movie, even though at some part, I'm not in a favor of the romance genre. So at some part, I feel a little bit bored, but yeah, at the climax and the plot twist and I enjoy. Basically, I enjoy the movie.
Okay. Muhammad Ashkol Ashkol, can you give me a storyline about the Titanic, this movie? What your opinion this movie about this movie? Thank you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
Okay. It's a little bit longer. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. My point of views about this movie is a film released in 1997, and the main characters is Leonardo DiCaprio as a Jack and Kate Winslet as a Rose. Basically, as I mentioned before, it's a romance movie. In 1912, there is a girl passenger named Rose, and her fiance, the name is called Hockey, and her mother forced Rose to marry Hockey because their economic situations. Because of that, Rose want to end her life by jumping from the ship to the ocean. And Jack is from different background. Rather than Rose, Jack is poor artist and trying to stop Rose. To say thank you, because because of Rose want to end her life, and Jack it stopped it. Rose inviting Jack to the dinner. Jack and Rose became best friends. Long story short, Jack and Rose falling in love each other. Suddenly, when the Jack and Rose at in front of the deck of ship, they saw the ship crash with ice mountain. And then the ship began to sink to the ocean. And all of passengers, include Jack and Rose, trying to get out from the ship. And then after that, wait. After that, the passengers, Jack and Rose, fell down to the ocean with ship derbies to keep their body float. But in that situation, the ship derbies is enough for one person, and that's Rose. And Jack is only floating beside Rose. Okay, at the end of the movie, Jack is dead because Jack is freezing and having a hypothermia, and that's the end of the story. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Akshal, with a good synopsis about the movie. And next, Wang Yan. Can you give an opinion about this movie?
Yes, opinions.
Yes.
Actually, the Titanic, based on the true stories, is under Adobe. Leon is my favorite actor. He is amazing and a great actor. So much that everyone is selfish. And Jack quit himself for Rose just because that he couldn't afford to live with Juliet. If he watched the Rose die, of course, you can't agree with that opinions. Love is the things that we cannot understand well for now, and it may be the weapon for us human beings to fight against. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Wang Yan, with a good synopsis. So I go to the next person. Hikian, I would like to ask you about to you, what is the most beautiful scene in this movie? What that mean what you most very like scenes in that movie?
For me, I really like the plot setting of this movie, which allows me to see humanity and the reality we are seeing or shocking love.
Okay, Hikian, thank you for your opinion. Okay, for the next person, Nur Ashike Muhammad Rubai, I would like to ask you about what about the dialogue or language used in the movie? Are they appropriate for all audience or not? For your opinion, thank you.
In my opinion, the language that used in the movie is proper for all age because they use a proper English. Yes, that's all.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much from Ashikin. As we know, the Titanic is a very, very good movie that used proper language. And next, for next person that I would like to ask, Lee Tian-ya. Lee Tian-ya, so what about the actor and actress? Are they play their role very well or not, for your opinion?
Yes, I think the two actors is very very nice actor. The plot of the film is particular and short.
Okay. All right. That's all for you. Thank you, Lee Tanya. So, Liu Dan, can you give me your opinion about this movie?
The message of this movie is not about the romantic and love. It's also gives some. It's also a disaster movie. So I think the movie tell me that time is too short, not enough for us to find the true love in their short life. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Liu Dan. And the next person I would like to ask is Yan Zin. So, Yan Zin, would you recommend the movie to others? This movie?
Yes, I will recommend it to others because
Yes.
when I first watched this movie was I was 13 years old in junior high school with my friends, and I think in that year I was so young. I was attracted by the actor because they are handsome, but then I attracted by this love story and shocks me.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Yanzin. So for the next person, Liu Hangyu, I would like to ask you, who should watch the movie and why? Can you give your opinion about that? Thank you.
Yeah. Next time when this movie appears, I think I sometimes ask him this way. If he answers do not believe it, I can't help but be on guard. A person who doesn't even believe in love, his heart will not be shocked of breath. He must only believe in manpower and friendship. He might have been hit by a broken relationship before he thinks so. So he must be very pessimistic. Seeing a leaf, he suspects that the whole frost is wet rat.
Okay, Liu Hang Yu, is a good opinion from you. So this is my opinion about this movie. So first, my impression about this movie is very good. It gives a good impression about a couple that love in the Titanic ship, and and suddenly at the climax, and the climax of the storyline is about where the Titanic ship is collapse. Uh, collapse and sing Sundown in Sea, and the hero in this movie died, but for the heroine still alive and still love to the hero. It's a very we can see that from this movie is about the loyalty in love relationship. And so everyone, I would like to ask you about Fadil Arif. So I would like to ask you about what the next step we should do after this discussion, or we continue with the next discussion, or
Oh no,
just
yeah, okay. For this video, we only discuss for Titanic, and for the next meeting, we will discuss for our selection of movie and genre. So I think for this video, we will only discuss about the Titanic. So may I give some opinion about the movie? So I think the most memorable scene in this movie is when both Jack and Rose go to the end of the ship, and yeah, the most romantic one with the hand like this, and Jack hold Rose waist. So I think is if everyone have couple, everyone want to do that. I think.
yeah, very sweet moment about that.
Yeah.
All right. So we go to the conclusion. So who's want to give a conclusion about this movie? I open to everyone.
Yes, that would be I want to say, but in my concern is it was the best ending for their love story. Someone said if they both survived and married, maybe have the children like any normal people, but they will usually meet the problem in their life, which maybe destroy their love. But now their love become forever. Yes, that's my opinions.
Okay, thank you.
Wang Yan.
Wang Yan.
Yes.
All right.
Give my opinion though, conclusion.
All right.
So my conclusion is I think this movie is good, and it gives clear messages to the audience about we need to love the right person to be happy. It's not about the wealth, it's not about the appearance, it's about the person who we are comfortable with. So yeah, and from the movie we can see even when the obstacles happen, when the disaster happen, the love overcome everything. So I think that's the obvious messages to send to the audience.
Okay. So Axel, what your conclusion about this movie?
I think it's not ethical when the younger people watch the movie like is under 17. I think it's better when you have recommended for people is 18 apa? Yeah, 18 plus. Because the film it's good, but it's very sensitive for children or kids.
Okay, thank you, Axel. And next person, I would like to ask about the conclusion about this movie. Nur Ashikin, what your conclusion about this movie?
In my opinion, this movie is good because it brings more message, like mother should give her daughter freedom to choose who she want to be, who he would like to be her husband. And also wealth is not everything. Wealth does not going to give us happiness. Instead, we should find our true love. Yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Nor Ashikin. So for the last person, I would like to ask is can you give me a conclusion about this movie? Thank you.
Overall, this is a great romance. If you are looking for a love story that shocks you, this movie is undoubtedly for you.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. You can. So, before I would like to end this meeting, that everyone to add something in this discussion about the Titanic movie. So, if everyone to say about this movie, you want to add about or discussion about this movie, you can just talk. All right. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Not everyone do not have any add about the discussion about this movie. So that's all for us. Lex movie review group 19. That we do a movie review about the Titanic movie that we choose for the last week. And I would like to say thank you to everyone, and we can end this meeting. Bye.
Sorry, we
Yes.
I think we need to record the next time what we meet and the general about the movie.
For the
Yes,
general.
but for the next discussion,
Okay.
our next video discussion, maybe at the same, maybe not the same time, maybe Thursday night or Friday night, we will meet again. So for the next video, we will discuss for the genre and the movie. Okay.
All right. So we can end this discussion.
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. All right. Thank you for everyone,
Thank
and
you.
goodbye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Stay safe.